When I hear his voice, all is right in the world. For sure, I can't smile without him. I would love to spend a weekend in New England with him. Rather than being two ships that pass in the night. Is it possible to be so affected by someone you've never met, yet at the same time tell people, total strangers of course, that you're married to him? Can I have your email address so you can receive online coupons? Asked the worker at Bath & Body Works. Sure. It's lisamanilow@yahoo.com, I told her. Manilow? She asked, like as in Barry? Yes, he's my husband, I replied. I thought he was gay, she said. Well, obviously not, he's married to me, I laughed. My poor daughter put her hands over her face, shook her head, and said, I can't believe you just said that. I just laughed it off as usual, getting quite the kick out of myself. Stories like this are nothing new. This love affair has been going on for almost 30 years now. I believe it started back in 1980. I was in 5th grade at Hope Elementary School in Scituate, Rhode Island. It was the first father-daughter dance, and there was a dance contest. April Aranger and her dad probably should have won. They were by far the better dancers. However, my father and I were crowned the winners, and our victory dance was too. I made it through the rain by none other than Mr. Barry Manilow himself.
I made it through the rain. I kept my world protected. I made it through the rain.
It wasn't an obsession at first. I enjoyed Barry's music, but can't say I was a true Fanilow back then. However, something changed. I don't know exactly when, but I was a crazed fan for sure. Little by little, I collected all his CDs, joined the Barry Manilow International Fan Club, bought his videos, boxed collection, t-shirts, pins, calendars, mouse pads. The list is endless. When I got my first cell phone years ago, my voicemail message said, Hi, this is Lisa Manilow. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave a message, either I or Barry will get back to you. People who knew me totally get it. Those who didn't, well, they're a little confused. I only changed it recently because I was applying for jobs and I wanted to avoid the confusion. I can't tell you the disappointment my friends and family expressed when they heard my new, plain, and very boring voice message. Lisa Manilow is in a lot of regards what defines me. Years ago, I signed into a school workshop using that name. Months later, I received mail at school addressed to Lisa Manilow. My principal was slightly amused. He too addresses me as Mrs. Manilow at times. Actually, it is not uncommon for me to be addressed that way. I have endless stories that I could share, but one of the classics is this one. It was about 8 years ago, and I left school to find my car had been stolen. The Providence police called later that night to tell me they found my car and where it had been towed to. The next morning, my husband and I went to see the car. It had been stripped of everything. My car seats, CDs, rosaries my grandmother got me from Poland. They were all stolen, and some sort of poop was smeared all over the inside of the doors. The tow truck guy walked over to me and said, this was all that was left, and he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a CD. Oh, thank God, I said. I just got that one. It was Barry Manilow's latest release, Barry Manilow, The Greatest Songs of the 70s. Apparently, while my car had been stolen, the thieves decided they would be choosy, and apparently that particular CD was not worthy. Oh well, their loss, my gain. To say I have not been influenced by a man I have never met would be an understatement. Barry is all around me. I have seen him in concert several times, and I even went to Vegas to see him perform at the Hilton. My favorite part of the show is when he sings,
And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I
I jump up and screamed. That's right. The first time I did it, he stopped, looked out into the audience, and I swear our eyes met, and he knew that it was me. So after all these years, Lisa and Barry live on. Looks like we made it.